Hi, thanks for looking at my house. I thought I'd give you a quick look around and we'll start on the outside here. This is in a road in Torquay that's very quiet. It's actually a cul-de-sac. There are a few houses up around that way, but other than that it's a dead end, so it's very quiet. We've got Warbury Copse just at the top, some very nice walks in there, and it's about a 10-minute walk into town and a 20-minute walk to the harbour, so very conveniently situated. And this is it. Let's go inside and I'll give you a tour. Now this driveway, I had this put in. Parking, if you lived in Torquay, you'll know, is pretty essential. This will take one large car or it'll take two small cars. I had a Mazda MX-5 and a Ford Fiesta on here for a long time and they fitted very well. Anyway, let's go on in and I'll show you what it's all about. So I think what we'll do is we'll head upstairs first of all, and then I'll work my way down and around and show you everywhere. So hallway here, of course. It's my own personal choice, is the bright orange. I like it. I think it's very warm and welcoming, but obviously you can paint that whatever colour you like. And then we'll head on upstairs. It's a 3-bedroom house. There's 2 really good double bedrooms and then a smaller single bedroom. So we'll start here at the front. So what you've got here is a really good sized room. Obviously double bed in here at the moment and plenty of room for furniture. As you can see, you could put an armchair in here if you wanted to or whatever else. And what's quite nice is if we come around here, we've actually got views out to Dartmoor. I don't know how well you'll see them with this, but yeah, you can just see along the top there, there's Dartmoor in the distance, and it's quite a nice open view really. So that's that room. Now this is technically the main bedroom. I think it is the largest room in the house. However, when I did this house up initially, when we did what is the guest bedroom, I actually like it so much that this is where I sleep. So we had all the floor sanded back and yacht varnished. And what's nice is you've just got a nice view out of here, out into the garden. You've got the woods up behind. Let's do that, there we go. So you can see it's quite a nice little spot. So this I use as the main bedroom. They're pretty similar sized rooms, to be honest with you. So you're no worse off in here. As you can see, I had a TV put in here as well. So there's an aerial to that. Let's go around a bit further. The 3rd bedroom then, as I say, is a single bedroom. That is here. I'm using this as an office, but obviously you could put a single bed in along here and then you've got room for a chest of drawers or a wardrobe or whatever you want to do. But it actually makes a really good office. Great size and plenty of space. So if you work from home, that works well. And then finally the bathroom. The bathroom I had completely gutted and redone. So that looks like this, which I think is rather nice. And in fact, the other thing you have in here is loft access. That's up through there. I'll just go right the way in here first of all so you can see it all properly. A shower up there, of course, and so on. The reason I mention the loft in particular is because there's very large lofts in these houses, and what a lot of houses in this street have done is put the stairway around and then back up into the loft. And the house next door, for example, they've got a large bedroom up there and an ensuite. So if you ever wanted to expand, you've got room to do it. Anyway, let's head on down and I'll show you the rest of the house. So we're back down here. Nice big hallway. I do like a hallway to come to a house rather than walking straight into a lounge. And then back down through here, of course there's space under the stairs for vacuum cleaner and that kind of thing. Got the fridge there as well. And then this is the kitchen. Perfectly adequate size. It did cross my mind when I bought the house that I could expand out as a big space out the back, which I'll show you in a minute. So could make that a lot bigger, but in actual fact, I've never felt the need. It's always been perfectly big and perfectly adequate for my needs. So that is that. And then on this side, we've got a lounge diner. So when this house was originally built, you would have had a wall here and then a doorway through there. But by opening this up, it means you get light at both ends all the way through. And it just makes it feel a much more spacious area. So this is a good size. As you can see, I've got seating all the way around, so it's a nice social area. TV, what I've had is all the wires chased into the wall, so you don't see any of those. Of course, they'll stay. So they go down to that point down there. And then there's wires, you can just see up the edge then to the speakers, which I have. Whether you want those, of course, is entirely up to you, but if you want to put speakers there, that's how I did it. And in fact, I had them on the back as well. I have a surround sound system, and we did the wiring again up into the corners, which I think is a pretty neat way of doing that. And then The dining room is through here. Really good size. I've got a nice table for 4, but you could put a bigger one in here if you wanted to. And still plenty of room to get around it. And then these alcoves here for shelving or whatever you want to put in there. So that is the ground floor and the upper floor. Let's go and look at the garden. Another thing I had done was, this was originally a sliding door, and I've changed this to, I think they call these French windows, but the idea of this is you can open both of them. So that in the summer you can really open this out. Like so. Let's go and have a look outside. So out here there is a patio area, and I had all this reflagged. It wasn't very nice when I got it, so I had that all redone. This is where you could extend the kitchen out if you wanted to. I always had the idea of putting it like a conservatory, so you'd have glass all the way around and then doors open into this area, but as I say, never actually needed to, so never bothered. And this is a nice sheltered area because it's walled all the way around, and also because the hill goes down, it's quite an open view out that way. So we've just got a little table and chairs in here, but you could put like an outdoor settee or something here if you wanted to. What some of the houses have done is they've actually extended the back of the house out, so they've made a huge kitchen diner right out across the back. You can see next door has done that, so they've lost this area altogether and used it as part of the house. So lots of options if you ever want to expand or add value to the place. And then if we step on up here, now this I think is a pretty perfect garden because it's big enough. You can hang your washing out here, you can sit out here, but it's not so big it takes ages to maintain. So I can cut this grass and trim the hedge in about an hour and it's done. So do that once a month and it all keeps looking nice. Got a tree here, there's very few leaves on it at the minute because of the time of year, but there's enough shade there normally that if you want to on a hot day you can put chairs out here and it's all nice and sheltered. And there's quite a bit of privacy because there's a very high hedge up here. And then right at the top, this again, I had this put in because I realised what a great sun trap this is. So this is a really lovely spot to come and sit in the sun. And in the summer, in the morning, the sun comes up over the woods over here and it goes all the way around and it sets over Dartmoor, which you can see out in the distance over there. So it's a lovely sunny spot, again very sheltered, but also if you sit down here, you're not particularly overlooked because that house can't see you because you're behind the fence. That house can't see you unless they're looking out of their attic windows, which is pretty unlikely. So you've got this place yourself, and it's a really lovely spot to come and tuck yourself away and relax. And then the other thing I've got here is this shed, which I put in a couple of years ago. The one that was in before just rotted away. So this is quite an expensive shed, and it was all treated with wood preserver. So that should last a good old time. And in fact, talking of lasting, I also had the outside of the house decorated last year, front and back. So again, that shouldn't need doing for a long time either. So that's about it. That's my house. I've been here about 25 years, been very happy here. Now looking for something a little bit bigger. So this is on the market. If you want to have a look, then give the estate agent a shout and I'm sure they'll set it up for you. And if you buy it, I hope you'll be as happy here as I've been. Thanks for watching. Take care.